HYMC. Never heard of it. Or have I? Monthly. Hell no. Who came up with that one? Mister. Yeah. Do you see this thing? It's below $5 a couple of weeks ago. Shoots up to 55. Now, when I say simple, safe, predictable, and consistent, how do you figure this is predictable? That's not predictable at all. And it's not consistent. How often has this thing gone from $4 up to $60? How often does it do that? Never. And it's monthly options. I don't trade monthly options. They trade once a month. I only do weekly options. Okay? Makes sense. Thank you. Your best investment ever. Dell looks to be 1.8. Thanks, Doc. What's the website for the dividend calendar? That is Think or Swim, offered through Charles Schwab. Right there. Okay? It's right in Charles Schwab under Market Watch Calendar. It's there. It's free. No hands. Yep, no hands, got no comment. Demo Man, thank you. JS, good evening. Julian Jose, good evening. Anthony, do you believe in 401ks? No, I don't. Sorry. CVS, isn't that Chevron? CVX? CVX. No. I don't buy at the high of the year. It just doesn't make sense. Think about it. Why would you buy something at the high of the year? Okay? I mean, if it works for you, great. I just don't buy at the high of the year. Do I collect dividend? Passport Eric, very rarely. Okay? Now, I'm not looking for the dividend. I just use the dividend to tell me when the stock moves. Because stocks have a tendency to move just before the dividend is paid. So if I know when the dividend is, it gives me an idea of when to start looking at what. That's what I use the calendar for. Will the Thrill, EFC. Well, let's take a look at EFC. Never heard of it. Ellington Financial. How about no? Okay, Will the Thrill. The reason I'm saying no, Mr. Will, is I don't do monthly options. Okay, they only trade once a month, and that doesn't give me enough money. I'm looking for 1% every week, and you can't do that with a monthly option. QYLD, hell no. Okay, Taylor, go take a look. You know what? Let's see what we got here. QYLD. Okay, QYLD. Let's see. There, Glow X Nasdaq covered call ETF. Tyler, you ready for this? I want to take it all the profits. Back, damn it. When that happens. 16, 15, 2014. 21 years. Okay, wait a minute, no. 2014, 11. That's it, 11 years. QYLD, 11 years. Let's take a look. You ready? You ready, Tyler? Here we go. 25. Lower, lower, higher, lower, 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 higher, lower, higher. Higher, lower, higher, lower, lower, higher, lower, higher, 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 lower. Higher, higher, lower, lower, higher, higher, lower, higher, higher, lower. Do you see a pattern there, Tyler? The profits go up, the profits go down. The profits go up, the profits go down. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Take a look at this one, Tyler. dividend is profit that the company gets to you. QY higher, up, down. No consistency, no predictability, and the freaking thing froze again. Froze. Anyway, what do we got? Procter & Gamble. Who came up with Procter & Gamble? All right. More questions. What do we have? PLTR. Hell no. Merv Atkins, how are you doing today? Marsha, how are you? Uh-oh. Chad Penninger. QQQI. Sonia, QQQI. No. All right. Stuck here. Stuck with you. All right. Cool running. CL. Isn't that Colgate Palmolive? Wait a minute. Hold on. No, we don't have enough time to look at any more stocks. We got way too many questions to go over. Rock Jersey. Hi, what's the name of the website you're going to learn from? Yeah, it's up top left-hand corner. AbbVie doesn't pay 2% call premium every week. You fail to understand a lot of basic statements. Big Ken, wow, you are officially turd number 3 of the day. So AbbVie doesn't pay 2% call premium every week. I didn't say it did. Okay? And anyway, it's ABBV, not ABBV. ABBV. Yeah, that's right, but using anyway. But I never said that it paid 2% every single week. I said how much is 2% every single week is what I said. So again, you're like a typical person who hears what you want to hear and regurgitates something that you didn't hear because I didn't say that. It's recorded, so if you want to go back and re-listen to it, I didn't say AbbVie paid 2% every single week. Big Ken, I think Dale was saying if your stock drops 50%, the 1% premium won't be the same, by the way. Ooh, I'm thinking that might be a challenge. But here's the thing, Big Ken. I'm going to find me a good stock. Hold on a second. Find me good. Ooh, I think Macy's would work for this example. Will. All right, Big Ken, here we go. Let's check out, see how smart you really are, Big Ken. Are you ready? Hypothetically, Big Ken, if I bought Macy's at $24, okay, and you bought Macy's at $10, who gets the higher dividend, me or you? Neither. We both get the exact same dividend. So if I buy it at $24, I get the dividend. Let's say it's $1. Okay? 24, I get the $1. Wonderful. You buy it at 10, guess what you get? You get the exact same. The dividend has no correlation to the price of the stock. What else has no correlation to the price of the stock? The amount of shares you own. So, hypothetically speaking, if I buy 1,000 shares at 24, that's 10 contracts. If you buy 1,000 shares at 10, you have 10 contracts. Guess what? Over here, okay, in the money, at the money, out of the money. So I got 10 contracts. You got 10 contracts. I have every right to sell a contract at 1 strike out of the money. And 1 strike out of the money, it may not be a full 1%, but I'm still bringing in money every single week, and I'm still collecting the dividends every 90 days. So what are you looking for? Are you looking to buy a stock, collect the dividends? Are you looking for a stock that does this, goes from 10 to 24 and then retire? That's not going to happen. It doesn't happen every single week. Not everything goes up. But what never changes is how many contracts do I have? If I have contracts and you have 10 contracts, we both can say sell at the money, the 21.50. I can pick up 22. You can pick up 22. It's the exact same numbers. The only difference is what did I jump on the Ferris wheel at and what did you jump in on the Ferris wheel at? You jumped in at, well, good for you. I jumped in at 24. Guess what? If I have 10,000 shares, you have 1,000 shares, we both have 10 contracts. We both get the exact same amount of dividends. So what you're talking about, yeah, you are right. If the stock goes down, my rate of return will be different, but I'm still bringing in cash flow. And that is my objective. My objective is to consistently have income coming in, regardless of what happens to the stock. Okay? My number one rule is never buy something I don't want to own. If I like Macy's, I'll buy Macy's. Okay? If Macy's goes from 24 down to 10, well, yeah, that's going to be a problem. But guess what? I'm not selling it and I don't lose anything. Okay? Just because it goes from 24 to 10, I still have 1,000 shares. Even though they're worth half as much, it's still 10 contracts. It's still 1,000 dividends. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense because, if it's not, I've been doing the wrong thing and still making money. How can you get that calendar? What's the website? Okay, the calendar is on Thinkorswim, and that's available through Charles Schwab. Caden, don't you need a lot of capital, though? No, you don't. K-Van, my wife scratched out 825 in covered calls today with no money. Okay. How can we get the calendar? Already did that one. What is the website to look for dividends? Well, there's a lot of websites that main focus is just dividends. Playing the cues is a different strategy. Absolutely. If you are after the NASDAQ 100 index, play TQQQ. Yeah, I don't do that. K-Van, I don't do that. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. Time to delete. Stocks move on earnings too. Yeah, they do. I've seen positive earnings and the stocks drop. I've seen negative earnings and the stocks skyrocket. So although they move, they don't always move in the direction that you think would. My unrecognized profit always starts negative. I tell you what, whatever you're doing, you let me know so I can do the opposite. Stocks move on catalyst and news. Not necessarily. Okay, catalyst could be the dividend. That's a catalyst if you think about it. Cousin Astra. It's Jason. How long do you have to own the stock to be able to collect a dividend? 2 days. How about options on the VIX? Yeah, you have fun with that. The VIX doesn't have any dividends, so no, I don't do that. But you can play on the VIX if you want. Okay, IBM we already did. LVS, which is Sands, Las Vegas Sands, we already did that one. BTU, Nighthawk. Okay, no idea what that is, but all right. Take a look at it another time. Okay, we already looked at Chevron. King Kimasabi, thank you for that. Enron, we already looked at IBM. Vinny, how do we find the bottom of the stock? We already talked about that, Vinny. Right there is the bottom. You look at the chart, it sticks out like a sore thumb. The bottom's right there. Okay, if you isolate the week, oh, look, the bottom's right there. Let's do it again. You ready? Oh, the bottom's right there. That's how you find the bottom, by looking. It's really that easy. Okay, no hands. Thank you for that. All right, there. Let's do this one. No, let's do this right there. And, oh, come on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right there. Oh, it just moved. All right, anyway. No hand says you're analyzing nonsense. Okay, let's try it again. Reply. Here we go. All right. Anytime you want to come and give me advice, speak up. Or if you have nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. All right. Where were we? All righty. Serve. Let's look at that one next one. 3M this week. Yes, we looked at 3M this morning. All right, Sonia. Jared Kern. He's never had to bag hold 10 years according to him. Bag hold. I'm not quite sure what you mean by bag hold. Bag holding 10 years. Are you talking about holding on to something longer than I wanted to? Well, I held on. The longest I held on to anything was 18 months. That's it. Thoughts on EFC Ellington Financial? Didn't we look at that one, EFC Ellington Financial? Yeah, that was a no. I don't do monthlies. Sonia QQQI, I don't do that either. 3 p.m. thoughts. Okay, got that one. Observer, thank you. Andy Mochi, thank you, Andy. Andre Costco, COST. Really? You want to pay $1,000 a share for a stock? Oh, excuse me, 968. Okay, topped out right there, bottomed up. Now she's retracing. That sound like something you want to do? Well, there it is right there. 30 days ago, we're at 843. Shoots up to 990, drops back to 930. Now going up again, if that's what you like. Total capital recommended to start. Observer, it's going to be totally dependent on you. Okay, we all have our own separate journey. Load flow, Siri, SIRI. Interesting. Take a look at that. Okay, the high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look, it's down, up, down, up, down, up. All right, right there, 2037. The 20s are going for 80 cents. Losing 37 at the top. You take the 37 off of there, now you're walking away with 53. Well, 53 on a 20, it's still over 2%, 2.5% actually. If you like Siri. 3M, Jaws. 3M. We're going to say no to 3M. You know why? Look at this. There's the top. Now she's dropping. Right there. That's where we are at the moment. Look at your last 30 days. 30-day high, 30-day bottom today. Okay? I don't buy at the high, and I wait for it to turn at the bottom. Fernando. Hey, I have 100 stocks of PBR. Okay, average cost 14. They pay dividends. I want to sell covered calls. Weak. Okay, PBR at the moment is PBR. Oh, hell, dude. Hold on. Now, I could say, what the hell were you thinking? Seriously. Okay, the bottom's 11. The top is 16. This thing was at 14 last week and a year ago. So I can't give you any advice. I really can't, because I don't know you at all. But here's something that I've learned a long time ago. Okay? The stock was at 11. It shot up to 16. Now it's coming back. It's at 1503. You bought it 14. Okay? It's not a profit until you take it. And if you don't take it, don't be surprised if it disappears on you. Because stocks go up, and then they go down. And then they go up, then they go down. Then they go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's all they do. They're not coming to your house to make you dinner. They're not taking the dog for a walk. They're not even going to make you dinner or tuck you in bed. They go up and they go down. That's all they do. You take the profit when it's there, and then you just go from there. Atom or divided? I have no idea what that means. Cause and Astra. Serve. What the heck is serve? S-E-R-V. Okay, dude, it's coming down at the moment. Why would you want something that's at a 30-day bottom? If you really like it, say 30 days ago, shoots up. Now we're down here. Wait for the bottom to show up. Once she turns around, if you like it, then buy it. If you like it. It's always going to come back to never buy something you don't want to own. If you don't like the stock, don't buy it. But if you like it and you want to buy it, why do you want to buy it as it's dropping? Well, don't get me wrong. You can't buy any lower than the low of the year. And at this moment, it's pretty low. But it could be lower tomorrow. And it could be lower Wednesday. It could be lower Thursday. So just pace yourself. Wait for it to bounce and go back up again. All right. We got 4 minutes left. Let's see if we can get some of these questions done. Do you think Palantir will get to 180? Don't know, don't care. Palantir doesn't fit what I'm looking for. Okay, it doesn't have 20 years of increased profits. Can we look at Ricey? It'll have to be tomorrow. We got 3 minutes left, and I want to go through some of the questions. All right? Mohammed, gonna have to wait till tomorrow. What do we have down here? Hey, James. All right, how? Merck, I'll take a look at Merck another time. And this dude here seems to say he's a GUI. GUI has a 41% dividend yield. I find that one hard to believe. GUI. Okay. Well, let's check it out. There it is. Yield max. Okay. And it just froze up again. Damn it. Oh, and it has weeklies. Imagine that. It pays a weekly dividend. GOOY. And it has monthly options. This is the part where I say, yeah, no thank you. Sorry, I don't do monthly options. And it's $15 and it paid 10 cents this week. That's a nice one. All right, so 0.103 divided by stock price 1536 comes to a total of 0.06. That's not even, that's just a tiny bit over 0.5% a week. So I'm kind of curious if 0.06, it's a little bit over 0.5%. So let's multiply that by 52, because there are 52 weeks in a year. 34%. Not 41, David. 34. And it is here. 5, 20, 23. If you do it. But guess what? GUI, G-O-Y, it was in the 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Any company could pay dividends for 2 years. Let's take a look at the numbers. Are you ready? The very first one, 29, 39, 39.1. 37.4, it's going down. 23, 32, 25, 31, 66, 68, 46, 49, 35, 25, 28, 63, 33, 38, 32, 37, 10, 9, 8, 8, 8, 9, 10, 10. We went from 29 to 68. Now we're at 10. And this company's only 2 years old. And you think that's good? You know, there's nothing wrong with it, brother. If that's what you like, hey, more power to you. Good luck with it. I don't put my money into a 2-year-old company. No, thank you. All right, what else do we got? Uh-oh, we're past 11. Let's finish these up. So, David, no, thank you. Number one, it's not 2 decades. When I say 2 decades, that's 10, 20 years. I don't invest in companies that's 2 years old. I just don't. Sorry. Uncle Dave, what's happening? Can you give one you're looking at that is on the move up, a sleeper? Sorry, Uncle Dave, I don't play that way. Okay? I'm looking for simple, safe, predictable, consistent. I don't look for something that's going to shoot to the moon. Okay, we found 5 stocks that look decent tonight. I put them up on the board. You can go back to YouTube and watch the recording because this screen is being recorded at the moment. So as soon as we're done, everything we went over tonight, you'll be able to rewatch it. So let's get out of there. I don't do monthlies. All right. How much do you recommend to have in capital to do this? My grandson started with $50. Can you repeat it? I have no idea what it is you want me to repeat. Yeah. TJ. Candace! And that, folks, was the best advice he could give you. Thank you, Candace. Can you repeat that? I'm not quite sure what I said, Brandon. All right, so what do we have down here? Carmen, Merck. I like Merck. We'll have to look at it tomorrow. All right, David, pay weekly. Yep, I saw that. Teach me some strategy. Alrighty. YieldMac ETFs. No, I don't like YieldMac ETFs because the numbers just don't work the way I like them to. What is hot in stocks this week? Top 3. Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders. Jesse, TQQ. No, thank you. Okay. Jesse, just for the fun of it, because somebody asked about the Qs. TQQQ. All right. Ready, Jesse? Pro share. So QQQ. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Are you kidding me? All right. Jesse, are you ready for this? Check this out. 2014. 0.0002. You'd have to have a couple of million of them just to get anything decent. Then it goes to 0.0003. Then it goes to 0.0002 in 2015. Nothing in 2016. Nothing in 2017. Only 1 in 2018. Nothing in 2020. Nothing in 2021. Okay? And then in 2022, it goes to 4.9, 7, 6, 6, 11, 10, 14, 11, 13, 9, 10, 4, 8. How can you possibly say that is a good investment? Don't get me wrong, you can do whatever you want, but those just don't look right to me. Ryan, Micron, we can take a look at tomorrow. K-Van, I think Jesse might want to see the covered call premiums. They are thick and juicy. Which ones? Candace, basically you said stocks go up, they go down, but they don't tuck you in bed. That's absolutely right, Candace. They go up, they go down, and that's it. Oh, TQQQ. Oh, wait a second. Okay, thank you, K-Man. Now, are you ready? Okay, this is Yahoo Finance. This is free Yahoo Finance. You put whatever, anything you want. You want to see? I want to see what the yield is. And it's basically saying the return. It's how many profits you get as opposed to how much you got to invest. So TQQQ, are you ready? You ready? 0.65. That point. Do you understand what that means? It's a tiny bit over 0.5%. For the year, Not for the week, not for the month, not for the quarter, for the year. 0.65%. They get CDs that are paying 1.5%, which is a hell of a lot better than this. What's the name on YouTube? Pass. It is Dividend. Wait a minute. It's the 10-Minute Trader on YouTube. The 10-Minute Trader. You can go right up to you're on the 10-Minute Trader website. Okay, just go right to the top left-hand corner, click on the 10-Minute Trader, and it should take you right to the YouTube. You misunderstood. Option chain. Oh, well, still. TQQQ. Okay. It's currently at 55. The 55 is going for $1.35. Okay, so that's a little over 2%. That's not bad. But the dividends are horrible. I like QYLD for dividends. Good for you, Jesse. QYLD. Actually, oh, look at that. The yield, 11.5. What else do we have here? Data. Let's see how consistently we don't want dividends. I know you don't, K-Van. I don't get the numbers. And by the way, K-Van, whether you want the dividends or not, the dividends will tell you if the company is profitable. Because as the dividends go up, so don't the profits. Because you cannot increase the dividend unless the profits increase. So if the profits increase, the dividends increase. And guess what? If the profits decrease, so do the dividends. So this one right here goes all the way back to this, 2014. All right, so 25, lower, lower, higher, lower, 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 higher, lower. We're starting off not very good. Lower, higher, higher, lower, lower, higher, higher, lower, higher, higher, lower. Do you see that? 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It just doesn't make any sense. All right. Let's keep on going. All right. So we got basically all the questions answered. CDs are at 3.75% for 3 months. All right, cool. So you collect the premium only once. When you buy a covered call, you don't get the premium weekly. No. Okay, no. Every week you sell a different one. Okay, so every week you get a premium every single week. Money Doc, hey, dude, I sent you a text message this afternoon. If it makes money, why not? All right, Jesse, I'm going to agree with you. Hello, Chocolate Bunny. That's an interesting name. All right, no. We're done. I'm basically going to answer up the questions I have down here, and then we're good for the day. Who said that? Dev. How's it going, Dev? I didn't see you there earlier. Brittany, how are you? Dave, roger that. Okay. Gloria, thank you there, Miss Gloria. Vino, what's happening, Vino? Pecker Wee Wee. 4 cents of consistently depreciating dollar. Well, alrighty then. Thank you, Pecker Wee Wee. It's a weird name. Did you explain the stocks? What specifically did you want me to explain? Okay, a company is basically, you give me your money, we will give you a portion of our profits. That's basically it. That's the simplicity of the stock market. Give us your money, we will give you a return on it, or a portion of our profits. Hey, reply to me. Yo, G, what's happening? Vino, hey, James, question for you. Why does Apple show options available for trading that expire every 2 days? Because it is one of those stocks that has enough volume to be able to do that. They actually have some that do every day. Okay. I got a message, no text. I'll text you my number. Yep. Yeah, I sent you a message. All right, let's keep on going. David, Disney, we'll look at it tomorrow. Vino, Apple, and a few others are now doing 3-day expirations. Yep. Mag 7 are now trading 3 days. Got that. Vino, yeah. I was really surprised when I saw this week. K Van, I'm open-minded and recognize some stocks are cash cows like TQQQ. K Van, you have fun with that, brother. Okay? I don't do anything unless it has 2 decades of consistent profits. And TQs doesn't have it. But, if it works for you, great. SanDisk, what do you think? We already looked at it. How do we watch not backwards? Go to a different channel. It's got nothing to do with me. It's a YouTube thing. Cash cow is just 3x leverage. Yep. Thank you there, NASDAQ daddy. Yeah, some people do go for that quick dollar. And there's nothing wrong with it, going for the quick dollar. Kevo, how do we do the things if they fund the same projects for the same amount if it doesn't work? Kevo, you have to explain that a little bit more clear. All right. Nerd, what's happening? What's up with XRP? Don't know, don't care. It's not a dividend stock. All right. Good evening. John Werner, how are you today? Wingnut. Interesting name. I'm liking this strategy the more I watch it. Thank you. I try to keep things as simple as possible. Christian, what do I think of SoFi? I think it's heavily marketed SCHD. NASDAQ Daddy, we just looked at SCHD a little while ago. It's one of those heavily marketed stocks that just is not as profitable as they would like it to be. It's better than non-dividend stocks that make exceptions for. You're right. Thank you, K-Van. Okay, NASDAQ Daddy, take tomorrow. Okay, I love Altria, I do. Okay, we'll look at it tomorrow, NASDAQ Daddy. I'm answering questions down here. I'm trading with SoFi. I bought 5. All right, Christian. If you like it, that works. SoFi isn't a dividend stock. He doesn't play. Nope, I don't. I don't like it. David, I like Disney. My man, I'm done. Love the stream. All right, NASDAQ Daddy. See you the next time you're here, brother. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. Christian, what do you think I should go with as my first time trading? Uh-oh. See, I can't actually answer that for you. Okay, because I know absolutely nothing about you, and it would be doing a disservice for me to assume anything. Live visibility restricted, is not eligible for recommendations and is restricted in search results, as we have detected suspicious activity that may violate our integrity and authenticity policies. If you think we made a mistake, you can appeal the decision. Oh, I've been doing this for 2 years and you're throwing this at me? Really? Whatever. I was Muslim before now I became Christian. Okay, Ahmed, thanks, I think. All right, let's keep on going. What do you do as a beginner? What to start with? Okay, Christian, I can tell you the same thing I tell everyone else. Play Monopoly. Same thing. Paper trade. You can go to almost any trading account. Find a good one and ask if they have a virtual account that you can play with. 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel. Same thing. You buy stocks with paper money, and if you're right, it will consistently go higher and higher and higher if you do it right. But make sure you find a strategy that makes sense to you and that you're okay with. Okay, as a beginner, my suggestion would be stick with something simple and safe. Now, you can do this strategy if you want, or you can do another strategy. There's so many different strategies out there. You got to find out what works for you. Because remember, not only does it have to make sense to you, you actually have to have the time to be able to do it. Time to delete. Have a good night. K-Van, I know it's late, but look at Kohl's real quick. K-Van, we looked at Kohl's earlier today. Okay, I'm just closing up shop. I'm just answering the questions down here. I got all the other questions done, so I got some at YouTube that I got to take care of. All right, Christian, hopefully that makes sense. Mike, can't kiss all the girls. No, Mike, you can't. And it's not a good idea to even want to. Jalera, Hewlett Packard. We'll take a look at that next time. Miami Printing. Thank you. JK. Okay, got that one. Christian, thoughts on Oracle? I love Oracle. Right now, just bought in today. Nice, Christian. I like Oracle. Can you be a trader investor without compromising your morals? Absolutely. It's a you thing. You have to figure out what your morals are, and you got to figure out what's right for you, what's wrong for you, and just go from there. Yeah, K-Van, I saw that. I actually bought some Kohl's this morning. Richie from Brooklyn. MFC, dude, I'm just closing up shop. We'll have to take a look at it tomorrow. Okay, I just got a couple of questions on YouTube, and I want to close up for the night. All right, I'm just about done. Hello, is this what you do professionally? No, dude, I'm retired. I retired a couple of years ago. I just do this for the fun of it. And I'm creating videos for my children and my grandchildren because I'm not delusional, think I'm going to be here forever. Eventually, I'm going to be gone, and the only thing my children and grandchildren will have is the videos that I create for them to be able to figure out how to spend money or how to invest money. Okay, hope that made sense. Question and concerns. Good night to you too, sir. David, I'm up 3% on GUI in 2 weeks, and I've collected 130 in dividends in 2 weeks. 40 cents per share per month, not too shabby. Google reports earnings, and it might jump even higher. Okay, so David, I don't tell people what to buy and what not to buy. You asked my opinion. I gave you my opinion. I don't buy stocks that don't have 2 decades of profits. GUI's a relatively new company. So, no, I wouldn't look at it until it's at least 20 years old. At least 20. Okay, any company can get a bunch of investors and then just pass out money. What's important, David, is are they consistently profitable? You give a bunch of guys a bunch of money in 2 or 3 years, yeah, they're going to be all over the place. But can they get into a rhythm where they are consistently profitable, doing the same things over and over and over again? Look at Johnson & Johnson, over 100 years old. Coca-Cola, over 100 years old. Consolidated Edison, over 200 years old. GUI is not even 3 years old yet, dude. You do what you want to do, okay? I'm 62. I don't have the luxury of being wrong, and that is not something I would put my money into. You do it. Hey, it works for you. Good for you. It's just not what I would do because I look for a little bit more safety. David, you have 600 shares. Good for you. Vino, good night, James. Thanks for sharing the. Okay, you're welcome there, Vino. Nice to see you too, brother. Right. What do you think about PLTR? Palantir, not consistently profitable, and they don't have dividends. And I did make a prediction before earnings. All right, way to go, Kent. Benjamin, Hewlett Packard hit bottom. 3 days counting, earnings next. Okay. Oracle is in the doghouse. All right, Ben, thank you for that. Hewlett Packard option chain, massive volume on the 2050s. Thank you. Your opinion. Thank you. Thank you, David. I don't want to dissuade you anyway. If it works for you, great. Keep doing it. I'm just saying, for me, I want consistency of profitability, and that company doesn't have it. You like that one, Candace? I think that's a good one. Anyway, that is all the questions for the night. I am done. You guys have a great night. And guess what? We're going to do the exact same thing all over again tomorrow. Imagine that. Every single day we look at different stocks. Every single day we come up with something new. Well, because we just don't know what's going to happen tomorrow while the stock market is open. Something might break. Something might change into a maybe into a yes, or from a yes into a no. We don't know. That's the beauty of it. That's the fun of it. Bubba, what's happening? You have a great day, Bubba. Candace, you're welcome. Appreciate the content. You're welcome there, Miss Candace. All right, so you guys over here, have a great night, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Nope, that's done. All right. Kenny Chang, have a good night. Anab, thank you. Have a great night. So we are done. And we are done. And now the end is near. And so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear.